Welcome back to Indiana Outdoor Adventures. We're inside for a little bit in the AMA Museum of Model Airplanes. There are over 800 models on display in here. They're hanging from the ceiling everywhere. There are exhibits and displays on the model engines, the history of model airplane building. There's a great display case all about the trophies and awards from the past 84 years of the NATS competitions, and displays of everything you can think of radio-controlled and control line model airplanes. So be sure and give yourself a little bit of time if you make it to the AMA headquarters to come see the museum. We're going to go outside now and join back up with some of the racing and competition that's going on.
One minute remains.
Bob, I know you're getting ready to start a combat flight here in a minute. Tell me just a little bit about the type of plane that you use.
Well, nearly every plane out here has extruded styrofoam insulation for the wing. Got a groove in the top and bottom.
Okay.
For a spar, use an 1/8" fiberglass rod for spar. Maybe one for the leading edge, or people do different things on leading and trailing edges.
So we've got basically it's styrofoam.
Styrofoam.
Okay, and it's covered up with what kind of tape?
That's just simple sheet colored packing
Sheet
tape.
colored packing tape. Okay, so we don't have a lot of money, more time than money into the wings.
Yeah, if you build it from scratch, you get about $10 in an airframe.
Okay.
The spars are about $1 a piece if you buy them right, and they're reusable from one wing to the next. Eventually, you don't want to spend the time to fix it.
That's helpful. What, it looks the same type of thing here on the tail assembly?
Yeah, corrugated plastic. You can either buy stuff so it's color coordinated, or go out after a campaign election's been lost, or a store's going out of business and get their signs and put it to good use.
Obviously, the planes they're crashing in midair, crashing to the ground, so you don't want a lot of money into the wings and the tail. What about the motor, though?
The motor's pretty durable. We're going to be flying 25 to 30 size motors pretty much coming up. We just finished flying the 15 size motors. As you noticed, it was an energy management flight.
Okay.
We call that slow and survivable.
I like that.
We call these yank and bank because you've got unlimited speed and power. These will fly nearly 90 miles an hour, whereas the others were flying about 50.
So we should see a little even faster paced action with these.
A lot faster.
Okay.
My fuselage is 1/4 inch aluminum U-channel, 2 strips.
Okay.
Some guys use rectangular heavy-duty plastic fence post type things. They're called electric battens at TSC stores, but they're very durable as well. I had a friend used to talk his club members in flying combat by taking the plane's 3 mistakes high, turn it over, driving it straight in the ground, put a new prop on, and throw it back up.
Well, that kind of shows that it can be done then.
Yeah.
Now, this is radio controlled.
Yes.
Where is the heart of the radio control receiver on here that the control unit is sending the signals to?
I've got a piece of that electric fence post material there.
Okay.
In there I've got my battery pack and my receiver inside of there.
Okay. So the controls from the control unit are picked up here. They control the engine speed, the ailerons. How many things can it control?
Well, this is a 4-channel, so it could control 4 different items.
Okay.
But we don't use a rudder. That's extra weight, something else to go wrong and cause it to fly weird. We just use airline and elevator for control and throttle control.
Tell me a little bit about the control unit that you're using to control the aircraft here, and how many different things do you have to do at once?
Well, I throw the throttle wide open
Okay.
and leave it there till the match is over.
You just go.
Unless I've got some plane that's really flying bad and I have to slow down in order to match speed so I can get them.
Okay.
If your speed is mismatched, it's more difficult in timing.
Sure.
So pretty much fly with the right stick.
Okay.
Elevator up, down, and aileron right and left.
Okay. And that's it.
That's it.
And you're assigned a frequency so that nobody else is on your channel or vice versa.
Well, we tell the contest director what frequency we have in our plane,
Okay.
and they work out a matrix so everybody flies everybody else unless they're on the same channel,
Okay.
and then we make sure they're not up at the same time.
Tell me a little bit about the ribbons that you're trying to cut to score points, because we're changing ribbons.
Yeah, earlier today we were using denim crepe paper, about 3/4 of an inch wide. It's very easy to cut, but it does not hold up to water at all. A drop of water hits it, it's gone.
Okay. It's like regular crepe paper then.
It is
Okay.
regular crepe paper. The low-powered planes this morning, they have a difficult time cutting this stuff. But if we were to use the denim crepe with these faster planes, they'd probably shred in the
Yep.
air with the humidity we have.
So faster planes means we have to have more durable ribbon.
In weather like we have now.
And especially in the weather, we've got a lot of clouds, it's very humid, yeah.
But we found out about a year ago, if you cut this stuff about halfway through, it does cut a little bit easier than its normal
Okay.
breaking point, which is awfully strong.
Sure.
And if we were flying this stuff earlier with the slow and survivable planes, chances are one plane might get another plane streamer and they'll both fall out of the air together because you couldn't break it.
Well, we don't want that, yeah. We want them to cut the ribbon. Now, the ribbons are 30 feet long?
Ribbons are 30 feet long. You have to have a minimum of 5 feet of string. You can use more if you want.
Okay.
And you tie the ribbon to the string and the string to the plane.
So the planes, you don't want to get them any closer than 5 feet to the other plane?
They hit each other all the time.
I was going to say, we just watched a couple of them smack and go down, but you try not to.
Right.
Because nobody wants to be out of the competition because their plane hit another one.
Right.
But it's inevitable when you get those planes weaving in and out with each other.
Where most of the mid-airs occur is you're going after this streamer, somebody else is going after the same streamer, but you're coming from different directions and don't see each other.
Right. Now, when you're flying your plane and you guys are interweaving up there, are you watching your plane, or out of the corner of your eye, you're watching the other planes too?
You keep your eye on your plane, and anything you can get out of the corner of the eye,
That's bonus.
you hunt with that. Because if you take your eye off your plane, you look back up and you're flying some other airplane. That's
And
not
yours is going down.
Yeah,
Because you need to keep your eye on it.
right.
Okay, so if once ribbons have been cut and you're down to maybe you're the last one with ribbons, you're now the target.
Yeah.
What's the clue to surviving that?
What I do is try to get behind the people that don't have streamers. The
Okay.
best defense is a good offense.
Okay, good. And you try and get down low to the ground and just
Yeah.
kind of outrun them until the time runs out.
Yep.
Because how much time do we have for the match?
5 minutes.
5 minutes, okay.
You get a cue to start engines, and you get 90 seconds to get your engine started, your streamer deployed, and out in the combat area before start combat is called.
Great.
Then you get 5 minutes from there till the end.
Well, I know we're getting ready for a match coming up. I wish you the best of luck.
Well, thank you.
Thanks for joining us today. We've still got combats going on behind us, but we're out of time. So be sure and join us next week right here on Indiana Outdoor Adventures.